Hey guys, Miscellaneous James here. I'm here to talk about XYO today. Now, this is my first time on YouTube, so please bear with me. But the ideas that I have, I think, are valid. And the beautiful thing about this is that no one really has a corner on the market when it comes to how we can use these things. And my big thing is that I want to get these things out in the world. Now, there's a lot of great videos out there that show you how these work, how to link them up to your phones, how to set up the bridge and all that good stuff. And that stuff is great. I subscribe to those guys, and I really appreciate the work they're doing on that. But my thing is how do we get these out in the world? How do we get these to where they actually do what we want them to do? Now, there's been some suggestions of putting them on your pets, putting them in your cars, putting them in your kids' backpacks. Most of us probably have them on our keys. We probably come up with another couple ideas on that. But what I want to do is I want to find a way to pick up everybody that drives by my house with a Sentinel or a Coin app or the XY Network app or whatever they have. I want to find a way to pick them up. And I'm not going to stand out there at the end of the road all day long. So I've dealt a lot with electronics outside, and no matter how good it is, with a few exceptions of really high-grade stuff, rain always wins. So here's my first idea. My first idea is I've taken a Sentinel and I have put it in vacuum seal. And I've had this in here for about a week now, and there's been no swelling. There's been no adverse effects that I can see whatsoever. It still works. I have a good battery in here. I checked that with the Find It app. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put this on my mailbox. Now, the reason that is that everybody that drives by is going to be within this 100 to 150 foot range of my mailbox, and I should be able to get a witness with everybody that has one that drives by, whether they're walking, whether they're biking, whether they're driving by, whatever it may be. And now I just don't want to simply throw this in the mailbox because the mailman may knock it out. Somebody could look in there and go, oh yeah, that's a great 50 bucks on eBay. So what I want to do is I actually want to mount this on the mailbox itself. So what I did is I went down to Tractor Supply, or you can go to any hardware store, Advanced Auto, or most of your hardware stores, any auto parts store, that kind of stuff. And what I did is I picked up a trailer light cover. And it's reflective, so it looks like a reflector that you would typically mount on your mailbox. And as you probably already guessed, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply take that and put that in there in that fashion. I'm going to use the 2 screw holes that are provided, and I'm going to screw that to the mailbox itself. I probably will put a styrofoam backing on this just to keep it firm against the front. As you can see, it's not quite level. I'm not quite, let's see if the video can pick that up. You probably can see that way. And so that way it will be firm against the front. And what I may do is look into a way of putting a hole in here, drilling a hole in here, and putting a small button right here to activate the Sentinel if for some reason it becomes dormant or inactive. As you can see, these things are very reflective. You can see my light even in here. And so this right here will, like I said, will look like a semi-normal reflector that will be on your mailbox. Now, you can simply mount this on the side of your mailbox if you have a frame around it. More than likely, it would probably be better just to mount it onto the post that the mailbox goes into. If you live in an HOA type environment where they don't really like this kind of stuff, you can always mount this on the bottom of the mailbox where it's not so apparent. And that way that everybody that comes by with their Sentinels all day long, they get a witness between the two. And so this is an experiment. Like I said, guys, I'm a person who learns by trial and error, and I like to experiment with stuff. I have a couple other different ideas that I definitely want to get into and experiment with about getting these things out into the world. And so I am looking for feedback, comments, concerns. If you like this kind of stuff, like and subscribe. I'll be coming up with some more. I live in an environment where there's a lot of humidity. There is temperatures ranging from going all the way up to 100 degrees all the way down to freezing temperatures. I am dealing in an environment where there's a lot of rain. If any of you, I live in Tennessee, so if any of you live in Tennessee, you know what I'm talking about. So if you guys may live in different environments, some of you may live in the desert, some of you may live in, you know, a lot colder climates, a lot hotter climates. If you have an idea, like, you know what, I'd really like to put a Sentinel here in this particular location, do you have any suggestions on how we can get that Sentinel out there? Please leave those in the comments. I will do my best to come up with an idea and see if we can get these out. Again, keep in mind now, this is an experiment. I cannot guarantee this will work. I cannot guarantee that this thing won't necessarily be destroyed by this particular process. That's your chance to take. That's my little disclaimer there. So, my name is Miscellaneous James. I'm very excited about this project. Please let me know what you think. And I will talk to you guys later.